welcome. Hi, beautiful Minnesotans. Welcome to Ask Nancy with Nancy at Remax Results. And today's video, you can see we have jackets on. It's raining, but just for you, we're going to show this gorgeous, sprawling 5-acre land with a house, and it's
the 5-acre estate. It's gorgeous here. Absolutely gorgeous, guys. My favorite part about this house was driving up the evergreen lime tree. Like, I can imagine this place covered in snow. You can see this. I mean, it looks like they live in a park, actually. This is a beautiful home.
This is the house if you want to impress your in-laws. You got to get this house. Okay.
Yeah, and in fact, there's room for the in-laws because we'll show you guys in a little bit here.
Yeah.
There's an extra party room and everything. And today, what we're going to go over is 3 common mistakes that are impacting sellers in today's market and being able to sell their home quickly.
So Nancy, you've seen it all. Sellers, they flip out, they do all these, like, they do everything right, but then some things, they do it wrong, which makes the whole process drag out longer.
Absolutely. Honestly, I've seen it time and time again. I always like to tell everybody that I like to be able to present, you know, the facts and also help them logically make a decision, right? And take a quick peek right over here.
So that guest house is bigger than my own house, probably your house, but imagine having like a whole house for guests. It's a perfect house. All right, so we're gonna go right to the main house.
Yeah, this is the main house right behind us. There's like 1,500 square feet just on the main level. And I'm so excited to, during our virtual walkthrough, we'll show you showcase the amazing master suite that's right here on the main floor.
And a quick shout out to Mark Miller at North Oaks Realty. This is your listing. Thank you so much for letting us showcase your house. We really want to give the viewers how it is to live on a house with lots of land. Because before we did urban lots, we did a townhome, did condo, but some people, as you get older, they want that sprawling land to be a weekend lawnmower or to hunt squirrels, and this is the land for you.
Yes, and yeah, exactly. And more importantly, you know, at this time in your life, you deserve it, you know, to have your own park. Come on over, guys. So, right before, you know, we talk about all the seller mistakes or common seller mistakes, we're going to show you a beautiful view. So come on over.
So as you walk in, you just welcome by the see-through, like a floor-to-ceiling stone chimney fireplace, and then you get this view. Check it out.
Absolutely. Check out these vaults. This is a beautiful vault, and it feels like you're living in the trees, like a tree house.
So cute.
Yeah, there's not a soul in sight, and actually,
I was thinking sanctuary. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sanctuary, very nice, very meditative spot here.
Yeah, absolutely. And more importantly, right when we arrived, we actually saw 2 super cute deers just bouncing through the door. So that was amazing. So we'll show you guys a little closer look. Come on over.
Can you believe it? This is like just a tree house, a tree spot, right? And you're back at the kitchen.
Absolutely. And you get to see this every day. So guys,
so much more to the house. So we're doing a virtual open house. You can see upstairs, downstairs, the outside, the guest house. But for Nancy, we're going to talk about 3 seller pitfalls. Avoid these if you're selling your house. Nancy,
absolutely.
Number 1.
Yep. So number 1, guys, I actually have 3 listings just coming in the market this week, right after Labor Day. You know, to make sure that everybody's back from their vacations and getting back to school, you know, back into the school zone, right? So the first pitfall, yep, I would say is that typically is not pricing your home appropriately, right? So a lot of times we as a homeowner, we have a lot of like sentimental ties to our home. We know like it's, you know.
My house is worth $1 million.
Exactly. I mean, we raised our kids there,
yeah.
Lots of Christmases, you know, family gatherings, and it's valuable, including every dollar we put in to improve the value. So it's just really important to appropriately price your home for what the neighborhood shows, which is, again, something we can cover in a consultation. The second item. Yes.
Seller mistake is.
Yep. Second seller mistake is not following through on minor repairs needed. I always remind.
Like that. Yeah. Like
well, I always remind sellers. Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, you live in your house every day, and you know, like my house is messy. There's Cheerios, you know, underneath the sofa. There's, you know, just little things that you're not thinking of, right? When we're getting ready to sell a house, everything from fingerprints on the walls, you know, to how things are, you know, how much space is in your closet. So I always just tell sellers that it's really important to do those minor repairs that are really needed to really make your home shine. You know it's beautiful. We want to showcase that to the world as well.
Nancy, you mean if I'm gonna sell the house, you're gonna really coach me and walk me through this, right?
100%.
I don't want to be overwhelmed with fixing that wall or fixing that little electrical thing, but you'll walk me through it.
Absolutely.
Number 3, the seller mistake is.
So the third one is definitely not being flexible with an offer from a new buyer. Yep. So I always tell everybody, you know, when we're getting ready to sell, we're so, like, we're thinking forward. We're already thinking of where are we going next? What's our next step in our life? But for many buyers, especially people who are coming right out of rental, they are so used to a landlord, someone else taking care of everything that's wrong in the home, right? And so, yep, and then in addition to that, sometimes buyers aren't 100% prepared to pay all the costs associated when it comes to buying a home. So sometimes, like, I'll have a seller just tell me outright, Nancy, I absolutely refuse to pay for any closing costs for the buyer. And I do try to explain to them, well, it's totally up to you, of course. And ultimately, if a buyer is asking for you to pay some closing costs, it's really the buyer choosing to finance those costs over 30 years with interest versus paying them up front. But if we didn't pay any closing costs, you know, the buyer may not be able to buy. Now, it has been primarily a seller's market for the last 5-6 years now.
Okay.
So that's where I'm seeing, like, sometimes, you know, if, like, the whole scarcity rule applies.
Okay.
So if there's only one, like, perfect house for a buyer, they may pay a little bit more, right? So that's where we circle back to number 1, that sometimes sellers can get a little bit more than maybe fair market value for the home as it sits. Nice. Because buyers are more willing, like, they're faced with either I don't have a house or I have the house I really want, right? So those are their 2 options. Again, second thing, making sure that those minor repairs are completed and just being flexible. Again, we definitely don't, I mean, like, as a seller, I don't want to pay closing costs if I don't have to, but if it can help a buyer maybe be able to buy so I can move on to my next home, it might be a good compromise. You know, we can work out a dollar figure versus a percentage, you know, and I'm happy to help you guys every step of the way, guys. So,
all right, so in this video we showed you a sprawling 5-acre house, and Nancy covered the 3 sellers' mistakes. If you have any questions, you just push that blue button, message her, and her team will help you. And I hope you enjoyed this video.
All right, guys, stay tuned for the virtual walkthrough. We're just minutes from downtown Stillwater, iconic place to enjoy.
So cute.
Yeah, so thanks so much for watching.
Bye.